Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whenever, wherever you are watching this. My name is Marcus Octavius, and you are in the Foxxhole. Um, this particular intro video, I decided to do a little differently. The featured artist will be listed down below, along with all my usual links. As usual, I thank everybody for your participation, your love, and your appreciation for the work that I do. But I have to speak out on something that's related to the ongoing protest regarding George Floyd. And that is something that I saw in a particular artist who I've been following for a while, and somebody that I really feel got a lot of bad rap in terms of a stance that he took, and that's Chris de Burgh. A lot of people may not know who Chris de Burgh is. If you grew up in the 80s, he's well known for his one-hit wonder, Lady in Red. Pardon me. But in researching Mr. de Burgh's work, I found out that he's actually been a singer-songwriter musician since the 70s, and has had a number of worldwide hits. So one-hit wonder term is very subjective, but then again, it always has been. For my money, this has to do in regards to what was called Blackout Tuesday. For those of you who don't know, a couple of African Americans decided to create this event called Blackout Tuesday, where all over social media, if you had a profile picture, it immediately went black. Any way you could get like a black screen or a black picture or anything of that nature. But it was to show solidarity for the protest, for social change, for basically better behavior by police and people involved in terms of racial integration, and excuse me, and better behavior by police. Basically, everything that's going on, it was supposed to be shown in solidarity to that. And Chris de Burgh on his particular page made a nice statement about participating in it and his choices and his decisions. And I made the fatal mistake that all performers do, and I read the comment section. And while many of them supported him, I read a lot of comments that was sort of this age-old spin on certain things, and I wanted to comment on it. For my money, a lot of people seem to believe that entertainers or even athletes or people who are in a spotlight of any kind, who do any sort of work that is viewed by a public, whether minor or mass, some of these individuals, I don't know what runs through their heads, but they seem to be very much a mentality of, you're here to entertain, you're not here to have an opinion. I believe it was LeBron James a couple of years ago, who had a very strong opinion, and I can't remember exactly what it was. It was probably another race-related shooting or incident involving the police. And I believe one of the statements that was made in regards to LeBron James was, "Shut up and dribble." Ladies and gentlemen, let me be clear about something. I've had the blessing since I was 19 years old to perform on stages great and small. I've been blessed enough to perform in Atlanta, Georgia, Charlotte, North Carolina, Asheville, North Carolina, Columbia, South Carolina, and points in between. I've been blessed to have performed on the stage with international artists of great respect and reputation, and I've also had the blessing and humble privilege to have made friends with not only singers but songwriters, musicians, dancers, aerial artists, art performers, just a wide variety of people. Let me make something very clear. When we do our art, when we perform, it is coming from a place of our heart and of our head. To me, it is very insulting and is very degrading to have this sort of quote unquote dance monkey dance mentality, because now you're asking us to not have a brain. Now you're asking us to simply serve your whims. Now you're asking us to basically, and I'm going to go here, you're basically asking us to be slaves. And obviously I'm not cool with that. When you lose art, when you lose the performances that so many of my friends do, from a Jada Durant, a Sarah Hahn, to Valentine Wolf, to Wasted Wine, and a myriad of other people, Vili Harrington, Stephen G. Atkins, when you ask us to perform, to be on a stage, you have to understand that we have feelings, we have thoughts, we have opinions. And it's not fair to put us in a box just to make you happy. It is very indicative of the mentality of a lot of people who are against the protest. Now, let me be clear about something. Damage to property, damage to people, is something that is not healthy for anybody. But the mentality you have of dance monkey dance and shut up and play music, and shut up and dribble, and this sort of thing is very much in keeping with a lot of the negative connotations that these protests are trying to fight. We need to do better. We need to treat artists like they're people, not like they're machines for entertainment. These are people who have thoughts, they have feelings, they're people of great character, and they deserve better than dance monkey dance. When you put it in that phrase, it is unfair for you to ask an actor, musician, whatever, to be quiet and not say anything about an issue, and then criticize them when they don't take action on something else. We can do better. We need to do better. That's a lot of what these protests are about, is about being better, about listening, about talking, and about doing better. And I realize that not only as an African American, but as an African American artist, an African American entertainer, it is in a way beholden to me to deliver this and to ask a lot of fans of a lot of our stuff, please understand we are human beings too. And the dance monkey dance mentality is not working. It's not right, and it's not fair. Please reconsider, please rethink your stance on what it is we do, because we practice very hard at it, and we deserve a lot of respect for it. As always, please like, share, and subscribe. Facebook, Twitter, and my email are down below. As I have said, the highlighted artist will be down there as well. I want to take this opportunity to address an issue that I felt was very important, and something that I felt ran parallel with the ongoing issues. And out of respect for Mr. DeBerg, I don't know if he's watching this or not, I have added one of his songs to my playlist. Don't Pay the Ferryman is one of his hits from the early 80s. And my name is Marcus Octavius, and enjoy the list.